Hey, beautiful people, ever been there? That moment when your partner, friend, or even a family member drops a bombshell of criticism. Something like, "You never listen to me?" Or, "Why do you always leave things undone?" Instantly, that knot forms in your stomach, your shoulders tense, and your brain screams, "Defend myself!" It feels like an attack, and our natural instinct is to fight back or shut down. But what if I told you that most criticism isn't meant to be an attack at all? What if it's actually a clumsy, often unhelpful, invitation for a deeper connection? Today, we're going to unlock the secrets to not just survive criticism, but to transform it into an opportunity to build stronger, more understanding relationships. Get ready to turn those painful moments into powerful bonds. Let's be honest, hearing criticism feels personal. It hits us right in the ego, triggering an ancient fight or flight response. Someone says, "You always forget to do X," and suddenly you're mentally listing every single time you did do X, ready to prove them wrong. Or maybe you just shut down, nod, and mentally check out. This defensive stance, while totally understandable, is a communication dead end. It builds walls instead of bridges. Before we can even begin to turn criticism into connection, we need to recognize this initial, instinctive reaction within ourselves. It's okay to feel it, but we can learn to pause before we react and choose a different path forward. This pause is where the magic begins, where you reclaim control of the conversation, rather than letting your emotions dictate it. Here's a profound shift in perspective. Often, criticism isn't truly about you. It's about an unmet need or an unexpressed feeling in the person delivering it. Think of it like an iceberg. The criticism, "You never help," is just the tip. What's underneath? Perhaps they're feeling overwhelmed, unappreciated, lonely, or scared. Maybe they're exhausted and just need more support. When someone lashes out with a "you always" or "you never," they're usually expressing frustration over something they genuinely need or want, but haven't found a healthy way to articulate. Our job isn't to justify ourselves against the attack, but to become a detective, gently probing to find that underlying need. This reframing instantly depersonalizes the criticism and allows you to approach it with curiosity, not combat. When criticism lands, your first instinct is to argue. Instead, try this counterintuitive, yet incredibly powerful, first response. A genuine "thank you for sharing that with me." This isn't an admission of guilt. It's an acknowledgement that you heard them and are open to hearing more. It disarms the situation by removing the argument they were expecting. When you respond with gratitude for their sharing, you instantly shift the dynamic. You move from being an adversary to a listener. This simple phrase creates a micropause, allowing both you and the other person to take a breath. It sets the stage for a calm, constructive conversation instead of an emotional explosion. Practice it. It feels awkward at first, but the results are transformative. After the initial "thank you," dive deeper with genuine curiosity. This is where you become a detective for their unmet need. Instead of defensiveness, ask open-ended questions like, "Can you tell me more about what's bothering you?" Or, "What does that look like from your perspective?" Even better, try, "What specifically happened that made you feel that way?" Or, "What do you need from me right now?" These questions invite them to elaborate, to move beyond the accusatory language and into explaining their feelings or their needs. When you ask curious questions, you're not just getting more information. You're demonstrating that you care about their experience, validating their feelings, and creating a safe space for them to truly open up. Remember, the goal isn't to agree but to understand. Understanding their perspective doesn't mean agreeing with their criticism or admitting, "You were wrong." It means acknowledging their feelings are valid for them. You can say, "It sounds like you're feeling really frustrated when I don't put the dishes away immediately." Or, "I hear that you felt unsupported when I went out with my friends last night." Notice you're not saying, "I agree I never do dishes," or "I agree I was wrong to go out." You're simply reflecting back their emotional experience. This validates them without self-incrimination. When people feel heard and understood on an emotional level, their defenses drop, and they become more open to finding solutions with you. This is a powerful step towards connection, because it shows empathy, which is the bedrock of any strong relationship. Once you've validated their feelings and explored their perspective, the final step is to gently guide the conversation towards a clear, actionable request. The criticism was a clumsy attempt to express a need. Now, you can help them articulate it effectively. Ask, so, going forward, what would be most helpful for you? Or what specific action could I take that would make you feel more supported? This moves the conversation from dwelling on past grievances to creating a future solution together. It transforms their initial "you never" into a "could you please." This collaborative approach empowers both of you. You're no longer battling over who's right or wrong. You're co-creating a blueprint for a better way forward, strengthening your bond in the process. This is the ultimate goal, turning conflict into construction. Remember, these are not one-time fixes. They are skills to practice. You won't get it perfectly every time, and that's okay. There will still be moments of defensiveness or frustration. The goal isn't to eliminate conflict, but to change how you engage with it. Each time you choose to pause, to be curious, to validate, and to seek understanding, you're building a stronger foundation of trust and intimacy in your relationships. These conversation hacks aren't just about diffusing arguments. They're about transforming them into opportunities for deeper connection and mutual growth. So, next time criticism rears its head, take a deep breath and remember these tools. You have the power to turn a moment of potential disconnect into a powerful bond. You got this. So, there you have it, your blueprint for turning criticism from a relationship killer into a powerful connector. It starts with recognizing your own reactions, looking beyond the surface, and choosing curiosity over combat. By pausing, asking open questions, validating feelings, and then guiding the conversation towards clear, actionable requests, you're not just solving a problem, you're building empathy, trust, and a deeper understanding that will fortify your relationships. Start small. Be patient with yourself and others, and watch how these simple shifts transform your interactions. You have the power to create connections that thrive, even in the face of feedback. Go out there and hack those conversations.